In this video, I'm going to tell you how one man in Russia got free drinks anytime he went into any bar, and how that man's experience still affects Russian drinking to this very day. Давайте выпьем. Let's drink. Всем привет. Меня зовут Jared, и я делаю русский язык легким. Hey everybody, my name's Jared, and I make the Russian language easy. So let me tell you about this guy who got free drinks anytime he went into any bar. And I have to be a little bit honest that this is as legend goes. No one can really prove it, but it's woven deep into Russian culture to this very day. It was back in Peter the Great's time when they were building St. Petersburg or building a specific cathedral in St. Petersburg, depending on what story you read and believe. There's a bunch of different variations here. There was one gentleman, a craftsman, who came up with this great idea that Peter the Great just loved, and he wanted to reward the guy for coming up with this idea. And it takes a bunch of different offshoots here, but one is that he gave the gentleman a piece of paper that said anytime he went into a bar, he got free drinks. Well, then he got so drunk all the time, he kept losing it. And so Peter the Great gave him 4 or 5, and then he lost those. And so what happened is, and this is all the stories kind of converge on this one point here, is Peter the Great actually branded him on his neck with a certain mark that he could point to anytime he went into a bar. And that would mean, hey, I get free drinks. And so to this very day, Russians still refer to that. And they flick their neck like this, and that means he's drunk or he's drinking or something like that, because that's the sign that the gentleman used to make when he would go into the bar. He'd be like, hey, I've got this mark here, I get free drinks. And it's kind of important. You want to do it with the middle finger right here, and you want to flick it right under your jawbone. And they usually do it twice, and they do it all the time. In fact, oftentimes they won't even use the word drunk or pьяный. That's how you say drunk in Russian. They'll just go on, or they'll say something like, oh, он вот так. He's like, he's drunk, something like that. They're always flicking themselves like that. I thought that was a very interesting story. It's unique to Russian, and it's very cool. All right, that was quick and easy. I also want to tell you how to make a toast in Russian, and then I'm going to give you just a few easy alcohol-related words in Russian that you'll need if you ever want to go out and go drinking. So the word for toast in Russian is toast. Not hard at all, right? It's masculine. And if you want to say, I want to make a toast, you can kind of say that in a couple different ways. But the two most common is у меня тост, I have a toast, or я хочу сказать тост, I want to say a toast, or I want to make a toast. And in Russian, you know how we toast to somebody? In Russian, you don't say to, you say for, using za. They'll usually start out by saying za встречу. Okay, to our meeting or to our gathering here, right? За встречу, the fact that we're all sitting around drinking here. All right, let me just give you a few quick and easy words that are related to alcohol that you're going to need anytime you go drinking. You're going to hear them all the time over there. They're pretty easy. The first one is пьяный. It's an adjective, obviously, and it means drunk. So он пьяный, она пьяная, мы пьяные. The next one is пиво. You hear that all the time over there. That's beer. Vino. Pretty easy, right? You hear that in Italian. In other words, it's a fairly common word for wine, vino. And then their beloved vodka. Pretty easy there, right? And look at this. Voda, water, is similar to vodka. You just drop the K and change the stress. I always thought that was kind of interesting how they're both these clear liquids. One's vodka, the other's voda. Very close. And the Russians love to drink. They drink their vodka over there, but they drink it well. And then the last word there is alcohol. Pretty easy, right? Alcohol. Okay, if you like the video, give me a like down below. It's kind of a way of saying thanks to me. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. On Mondays, we do vocabulary. On Wednesdays, we do some sort of grammar principle. And Friday, like today, I give you some sort of easy little cultural tidbit there. So subscribe to the channel so you can get those updates. Ну хорошо, тогда это все. Спасибо и увидимся.